Howdy, folks. Jake here. So, this is, I guess, for next week. So I could probably put this in next week's vlog. But I don't know. I've just been really excited about it, so I want to talk about it today. But next Sunday is my brother's birthday, which is kind of exciting because that gives me an excuse to go back home and go visit him. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. It's also because the Friday or next Friday, he's also getting a new puppy. Him and his wife are getting a puppy. So they already have one, but they decided they want to get another. So, I don't know. That's really exciting for me because them having a puppy is kind of like me having a puppy. And I absolutely love dogs. So, yeah, I've been pretty excited about that. And they asked me to go watch their dogs every once in a while. So, I mean, it's, I guess gives me more reason to be able to go do that. So, I got no problem with it. And like I said, I absolutely love puppies. There's something wrong with you if you don't. So, there. But, yeah, so as you could probably tell from watching my last Attack on Titan episode yesterday, yeah. I've been playing a lot of the Warriors games, specifically Dynasty Warriors 8. Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. I decided to give that a try. It's actually kind of cool. It had very mixed reviews, wasn't very good on Steam, but I've been enjoying it. I mean, I think it's cool. I think they should have made it basically just like a different play mode in the original, like in Dynasty Warriors 8, rather than making it its own standalone game. But that's just my opinion on that. But it is what it is. But I also got Hyrule Warriors because I have a Wii U that I got actually about a year ago. Yeah, it's October. It's a little over a year ago is when I got that. So that's kind of exciting because that one is, I mean, it's on a good multiplayer platform, or like local multiplayer platform, and so I've been playing it with my roommate, which has been a lot of fun because we both like those kinds of games. And I mean, I grew up on the Warriors games. Like when I was a kid, we had Dynasty Warriors 3, which is basically heralded as one of the greatest, one of, if not the greatest, Dynasty Warriors games or Warriors games in general to ever be released. And I definitely agree. Dynasty Warriors 3 was fantastic, and I absolutely loved it. I really liked, and I really like 8 as well, which is, it feels pretty similar with just a couple of new things tacked on to it. So, I don't know. I was looking at some of the reviews for Dynasty Warriors 8, and it was saying that it was also, widely known as being, up there with Dynasty Warriors 3. But no, I used to play 3 back in the day when I was but a wee lad. We had a PlayStation, PS2, and stuff when I was growing up. We followed Sony. And so we definitely had Dynasty Warriors 3, and I liked that one a lot. I always remember I would come home from school, and I don't even remember when this was. Shoot, that was probably I don't know. It was probably sometime when I was in elementary-ish, like late elementary, early middle school-ish was probably when I played that a lot. I'm trying to remember. I don't even remember when the PS2 was really big anymore. Oh, man. It was a long time ago. But no, I always used to play Dynasty Warriors 3. Like, I'd come home from school, and basically me and my friends would come to my place, and my brother would come. And so it was like my brother and a few of our close friends would, a bunch of us would all play. And we all had the characters we like to play as and stuff too. Like we each picked one from each of the 3 major dynasties or factions, or I guess whatever you want to call them. But I still remember the ones that I had. I remember I never had one for the Wei faction because for whatever the reason, I just never really found one that I really liked. But I remember for the Wu, I always played as, oh goodness gracious, I cannot remember his name. Zhao Yu, I think it was his name. He was red, and he wore red, and he had a sword. But no, I remember I always played as him, and then in the Shu, that was Wu, and then for the Shu faction, I always played as Liu Bei or Guan Yu. But no, I remember playing those games for hours and hours and hours. I remember I played the Battle of Hulao Gate about a billion times. It was my favorite one. And I remember one of the things that I always really liked about it is if you played as different characters that were actually involved in those battles, then like you actually got to be like it changed where you spawned in, and like it changed, it changed kind of small things like that in the match. So I don't know. I always thought things like that were pretty cool. It made the characters feel a little bit more persistent, and like you're actually stepping into the shoes of those characters, and not just like those characters are where you are, but you are where those characters are. If that makes any sense. But I don't know. I thought that was really cool about the games, and they still do that, which I find very cool. And like, I really like when games kind of, if you're playing as, a pre-existing character with a personality and, like his, who's, he has his own things going on, and, like it places you in his position. Like if you have a choice of characters, it places you in their positions, not, just like whoever you pick goes through this path that's predetermined for you. Which I thought was pretty cool because, like, and I noticed that in Dynasty Warriors 8, there was one of the first missions for playing the Way storyline. Depending on what character you choose, like your objectives are slightly different going through the mission. Like overall, they're generally the same, but like various details of like certain things that you do through the mission might be a little bit different, or you might take a slightly different path through the mission. Depending on what character you're playing as. So it's just kind of like small things like that I find I like it a lot because, it feels like there's a little bit more depth in what's going on. And I don't know, I just really enjoy that. So I don't know, that was just one of the reasons I think why I like the Warriors games a lot. I mean, it's also just a nostalgia thing for me, but no, I found that, Dynasty Warriors 8, Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires, and Hyrule Warriors are all very good games. I think they're some of the newer games along with Attack on Titan that Omega Force Koei has put out. And I've really been enjoying them. Like I forgot how much I enjoyed their games, I guess, just because it had been so long since I played them, and I've gotten myself into so many like RPGs and shooters and you name it. Like I've been getting into so many different types of games that I haven't played a good just kind of like hack and slash game in a long time, and it reminded me why those are definitely one of, if not my favorite types of games to play, just because like they're so simple at their core, yet they never get old to me. And I don't know if that's just me or if that's how they are for most people, but I don't know, I really enjoy them. But anyway, I think I babbled on about this for long enough, so anyway, thank you folks so much for watching. If you've been enjoying my videos, please leave likes for them. I really appreciate knowing that you guys are, enjoying them, so drop a like for me, just so I know. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.